Hey Aquas, how you guys doing? Hopefully you guys are having a pretty good week, and hopefully the next one will be even better. Before we get started, just remember nothing is gender specific. We'll take what resonates with you, throw out the rest, and it could always be vice versa. It doesn't have to exactly be you, it could be someone you're connecting with, or it could be your partner. Oh, now, let's see what's in store for my Aquas. Any messages for my Aquarians in love from September 24th to the 30th? Any messages for my Aquarians in love from September 24th to the 30th? Any messages for my Aquarians in love from September 24th to the 30th? Let's see here, Aquas. I know Libra's had it rough. And I know you guys have kind of been having a weird time from the last reading I did. Which I hope I didn't offend anyone in that video. That was just the energy that was there, you know what I'm saying? Any messages for my Aquarians in love? Any messages for my Aquarians in love? Ooh. Okay. Alright, we're starting this one off pretty simple, guys. Ace of Swords in reverse. Dishonesty. The Seven of Wands, the challenge. Yeah, dishonesty can be a challenge, can it? Or can't it? Let's clarify... Actually, let's clarify this Ace of Swords. This Ace of Swords is really sticking out to me. Didn't you guys get this last time? I think you guys did. Please clarify the Ace of Swords in reverse for my Aquarians. Oh my goodness. The cards do not want to shuffle, guys. Come on. Please clarify the Ace of Swords in reverse for my Aquarians in love. September 24th to the 30th. Please clarify the Ace of Swords in reverse for my Aquarians in love. September 24th to the 30th. Please clarify the Ace of Swords in reverse for my Aquarians in love. September 24th to the 30th. Oh, okay. So for those of you who are not familiar with my videos, I have a specific method. I like to let the cards fly, and I like to go through the deck to let them fly, because then I get the whole story. Please clarify swords, Ace of Swords in reverse. Oh, wow. Okay, guys, lots of cards here. Right there. Okay, so overall energy, to clarify this Ace of Swords in reverse, we have the Queen of Wands in reverse. Queen of Wands in reverse can mean temptation, and that's kind of what I'm sensing here. There's a little bit of temptation kind of going on here, not a lot. It's just like a vibe, actually an outgoing energy. Yeah, that's kind of what it feels like. This is like temptation is outgoing. Now, that's the overall energy. We do have the King of Wands. So there's a pair here on the table. We have the Moon in reverse, Queen of Pentacles, Two of Swords, Strength in reverse, Ten of Pentacles in reverse, and Nine of Swords in reverse. Now these last five, I'll pull them up for you guys so you know which ones I'm talking about. If I can actually hold all of them, it's like... So all of these cards, guys, the Nine of Swords in reverse, Ten of Pentacles in reverse, Strength in reverse, Two of Swords upright, and Queen of Pentacles came all under the moon. Came all under the moon. And the King of Wands came out before any of that. Okay. So there was some temptation going on behind this dishonesty. It could have been to another person. Third party's definitely possible. I don't see any threes here. So if there was, it's way in the past, you know? This King of Wands could be dealing with a fire sign. Leo or Aries first, very strong Leo, Aries. But I also see earth, I see water, I see air. I mean, the whole gang's here. Whole gang's here, guys. So this Moon in reverse, secrets are revealed. And I think it's about dishonesty. Secrets were revealed about this dishonesty that involved temptation between a pair. To me, that says third party. Take that, you know, take that how you will. But to me, that definitely says third party. Now, the secrets that came out, we have the Queen of Pentacles here, with the Two of Swords, lacking strength, lacking abundance, lots of fear, lots of anxiety. I feel conflict, lots of conflict. So Aquas, this could be you, or this could be the person you're connecting with. Someone was dishonest, and they had a soulmate, they had a pair, they had their true match. Again, take that as you will. You can take that with a grain of salt. It could be someone that you're just fairly well matched with, not necessarily a soulmate. It feels very soulmate-esque to me. And there was temptation that came between you guys. It definitely feels like a separation here. Okay, and this is the challenge. This is the challenge. Dishonesty came between you two. And it almost seems like, this is what's weird, because the secrets that came out to me seem like secrets about admiring someone, which is like, that's why I think this is really strange. Conflict arose. Usually I know this doesn't represent conflict, but that's how it's feeling to me in this reading. It's feeling a lot like conflict. It's feeling like stalemate, a stalemate, a stalemate, separation, feeling lack of communication here. Feeling lack of communication. Someone didn't have the strength to break this conflict. Someone didn't have the strength to break this conflict. And it was causing them all kinds of fear and anxiety, most of it self-induced. And if you two weren't speaking, that makes a lot of sense, right? Ten of Pentacles in reverse. Losing abundance. Losing abundance. Fear of losing abundance in the relationship or in the home. These were all secrets. These were kept. So either you didn't know or your partner didn't know. It all depends on who was keeping the secret. And this Queen of Pentacles, again, Queen of Pentacles is, I'm sure you've heard this a lot in my videos. It just really resonates a lot here, so sorry it sounds so repetitive. But, you know, person of your dreams, spouse of your dreams, woman of your dreams specifically. Heavy Capricorn energy. Not seeing. Not seeing, not seeing. That just can't, sorry. When I get messages like that, sometimes they hit me hard. Not seeing. Not seeing the Queen. In this pairing, whoever you're with, whoever you're resonating with, the person that kept this secret wasn't seeing the other partner in all their true glory. They weren't seeing the partner in their true glory, and temptation came between them. Sorry, I'm getting a lot of downloads. Oh, sorry about that. I'm getting a lot of downloads with this, even though it's just a few cards. Wow, this is kind of intense, guys. Let's look ahead at what's to come, okay? This feels icky. This feels very unsettling. What's to come for my Aquarians in love? What's to come for my Aquarians in love around September 30th? What's to come for my Aquarians in love around September 30th? What's to come for my Aquarians in love around September 30th? So whatever that secrecy is about fear and not being able to see and not having the strength to communicate, not having the strength to come together, not having the strength, it's coming to light. Whatever the specifications are to your situation, it's coming to light. What's to come for my Aquarians on September 30th? What's to come for my Aquarians on September 30th? Whoever you're dealing with, whoever kept the secrets, it seems like they're, because, okay, especially because like this weakness card, it's like, that's really sticking out strong to me. It's like, I don't think you know how weak they are. Characteristically speaking, is kind of how it's feeling. Almost like a, wait a minute, that was facade. Didn't I say that last time? Okay, it's feeling familiar. What's to come for my aquas at September 30th? Oh, okay, aquas. Wow. Oh my goodness. Oh, it was going good there for a while. So what's to come around September 30th, the end of the month, the end of the week, next week? Ace of Cups is the overall energy. Oh, and look at that. Ace of Cups is the overall energy, and look what was underneath. Knight of Cups. Either you or the person you're connecting with is going to offer divine love, true love. Divine love, true love. And these are the cards that came out. There's going to be a new beginning that's going to be offered with this. The only hinge here, it's funny I say hinge when unhinged. Anyway. Just got a visual of a hinge. I don't know why. I'm almost positive that can't resonate. So this new beginning here that's being offered could be done with Scorpio. This is the Aquarius card, guys. So either this is you and your Scorp, or you have Scorp in your chart, or you're resisting a transformation here with this new beginning. Which is very strange to me, because it's a new beginning with an offer of divine true love. And yet, these cards are in reverse. Let's clarify these, okay? Let's clarify these. Please clarify King of Swords in reverse. Please clarify King of Swords in reverse for my aquas in love around September 30th. Please clarify the King of Swords in reverse. For my aquas in love, please clarify the King of Swords in reverse here. Got the Queen of Wands in reverse again. Okay, Aquas. Wow. So for the King of Swords, we have 6 cards here for the King of Swords in reverse. Remember, there's still this offer of divine true love here coming in. Either you're giving this or your partner's giving this to you, and there's a new beginning that can start from this. But there is a resistance to change here, and the King of Swords, that Aqua card's in reverse, guys. And overall energy is your card, the Aqua card. It also means wish granted, which I think that definitely applies here. There's a wish being granted on the table, is what it feels like with this offer. It's on the table. I just heard the word unattainable. Sorry, I just heard the word unattainable. Just gotta be honest. Okay. You also have clarifying the King of Swords in reverse. You have the Ace of Pentacles, Page of Wands, Ten of Pentacles in reverse. Page of Wands is in reverse too. Seven of Swords. Deception. Eight of Swords in reverse. And you got that Queen of Wands in reverse again. Temptation, man. Okay, guys, like I said, I'm so sorry. I just gotta call it like I see it. I think this is you, Aquas. I think you're the one who's gonna come in with an offer, but you're offering this new beginning with this person, and it's definitely with someone you've been with before. This does not feel like a new person. This feels very recurring. This feels like the same person from these energies, you know, with the dishonesty and the challenge with that. So you're coming into this offer, but there's a lot of ego here, guys. And again, it could be your partner. It totally could be. I'm just reading it as I feel it. I mean, this feels very Aquarian energy right here. And again, you could be with an Aqua. Could be vice versa. I'm just going to read it as I'm seeing it, so please don't take offense. There's a lot of ego here. A lot of ego. And that ego is causing this resistance to change. Wait a minute, wasn't this also in Libra? Didn't Libra have this too? Like this exact same ego death? Resisting an ego death? Okay, guys. Resistance of an ego death. Remember, God, Ten of Pentacles, same thing, right? Double confirmation. With the Queen of Wands in reverse, double confirmation. It just couldn't be more clear. The Aquarian energy, that's how I'm going to say it. The Aquarian energy here has a lot of ego and is resisting this change, resisting this ego death. Even though they're coming in with this offer of a new beginning, of true love, no less. Because of this deception that took place, that deception around temptation, and you have this Eight of Swords. And you know, temptation doesn't have to be a third party, it doesn't have to be sexual, it usually is. Could also be addiction related. So if you're dealing with someone who has an addiction, or again, vice versa, that could also be at play here, being embarrassed by their addictions that might have taken hold at some point to cause this separation. And this Eight of Swords in reverse, I mean, that's getting unstuck, right? Trying to release themselves from their own emotional prison around this deception of temptation. They're trying to. The Aquarian energy is trying to. But it's not happening because you haven't had your ego death. And again, this deception and this deception that took place around temptation, you know, it led to this loss of abundance. Now, you still have these two cards here under the King of Swords. Page of Wands, not coming forward. Not coming forward. So that's the weirdest thing, because you have the Knight of Cups with the new beginning. So to me, that says you want to come forward with that offer, but you're not going to. You want to, but you don't. You want to, but you don't. You want to, but you don't. What's holding you back, Aquas? What's holding you guys back? Is it the ego? Is it the ego holding you guys back? Maybe it's the ego holding you guys back from coming clean about your deception. Because the wish granted is on the table. It's right there. You just got to come in with the offer. I don't know why it's not focusing. There we go. Let's see if it'll focus on this. You want to come in with that offer. It's on the table. It's theirs for the taking. Yours for the taking. Could be theirs again. It could be vice versa. But you're not letting your ego go to come clean about this. Whatever this is. And I don't think your person knows about it. And again, vice versa. Aquas, you might not know about it, and your partner had some deception around temptation or addiction. I do hear addiction. I think addiction is a big part of this. So you're too afraid to come. You're too afraid. You're too afraid to come forward to claim your queen. It's sad. Now this card holds a lot of promise. It's another offer of a new beginning. And this was under the King of Swords. So independent of whatever is going on between you and the person that you are connecting with, for this Knight of Swords energy, again, could be your partner, could be you, there is a new beginning on your own as an individual. Or you could be trying to give a gift as a way of, you know, maybe saying sorry. Or again, your partner could be doing this for you. It could all be vice versa. I just don't want anyone to get offended. This is just how the cards read. You know what I'm saying? I just got to be honest. So possible new beginning, possible gift, lack of an ego death, But the wish granted is on the table. It's right there. And whoever you're dealing with, I mean, you guys are a pair. Possible soulmate even. You guys are a pair. It can happen. And again, this could be Aquas, or it could be whoever they're connecting with. Because there's a definite facade. There's a definite facade hiding the anxiety and the fear and the lack of strength and the loss of abundance. Because I think whoever hasn't allowed this ego death to happen has been wishing for this. They've been wanting it in secret. When I did the pre-shuffle for the Psychic Tarot deck, the Suffering in Silence card came out. Now again, it could be the Aquas, it could be whoever the Aqua is relating to, connecting with. That's up for you guys to decide. I don't know your life. And this might not resonate with everybody. And again, all messages that come through, it's for people who need it. It's for people who need those messages. You know, so that might not be for the major collective. But we're gonna pull from the Psychic Tarot deck and see what comes up, okay? And then we'll pull from the Romance deck. I'm trying to make my videos shorter so they upload faster, but this is gonna be a longer video. I just feel like both the decks are needed for this reading. There seems to be a very heavy, kind of complicated situation going on, and it feels like the emotions here, the love here is very deeply rooted, even though there's so much deception and ego around it. Okay? So let's take a look here. Again, it could be you, Aquas, could be your person. Any messages for my Aquarians in love, September 24th to the 30th? Any messages for my Aquarians in love, September 24th to the 30th? Any messages for my Aquarians in love, September 24th to the 30th? Any messages for my Aquarians in love, September 24th to the 30th? Alright, let's see what we got here, Aquas. Let's see what messages we got for you. September 24th to the 30th. Any messages from my Aquas? Oh, really? We'll try it again. Oh. They came out the second I tried to touch them. Does that not scream ego? Deception and envy. There's a lot of deceit going on here, guys. On your part or your partner's part. Okay? I don't know if there's a whole lot of envy. Well, for some of you, if it's your partner doing this to you, if it's not the Aqua doing this, it's someone doing this to the Aqua, you've probably already started flirting with other people, talking to other people. Oh shoot, is it? I think it's gonna cut out for a second, guys. Sorry, Aquas. Yep, I had a feeling my phone was gonna go out. I just knew, and it did. I'm working on getting all that sorted out, okay? So back to the deception and envy. Where was I? Oh yes, the envy. You know, for those of you who've already, put this partner behind you, if it, again, you know who's who in your situation, they don't like it. that egotistical person who's not letting their ego death happen, they don't like it. Okay, they are not okay with it. They might even be a little envious of the person you've become, because they do have such a weak character that, it's like they're envious that you have such strength. For those of you who moved on, at least that's what I'm picking up on. And we also have balance. Oh, a little balance never hurt anyone. And again, I don't know if it's the Aqua doing this or the partner. Every case is different. But balance is always a good thing, Aquas. And to get through something like this with these heavy emotions, finding your ground, finding that inner strength to kind of get through that and to find your inner balance, I think is going to help tremendously. even if, like I said, they had the Page of Wands in reverse, even though they had the Knight of Cups to come in with that offer of love, right? They're not going to come. They're not going to come. But if they do, if they just can't take it anymore, sorry, my throat's getting a little dry. That balance is going to get you through it. Because I don't know what they did. I'm sure they did something terrible with all that deception cards around. So my throat chakra is really sensitive. In talking about the possibility of them coming back, just set it off. Oh my gosh. For some of you, they're definitely coming. No doubt about it. And it's going to be unpleasant. Dig deep for that balance, guys. You're going to need it. It's going to be unpleasant. The emotions are going to be high. The emotions are going to be heated. Like, I almost feel the anger rising in me. But you're going to need that balance to get through it, because there are a lot of emotions here, and for some of you, you're dealing with a soulmate. Even a smaller percentage of you, you're dealing with a twin flame. So just know that you got to take on that balance, okay? Even if they come to you incorrect. They don't come to you correct, right? They're coming to you incorrect. Oh my gosh. So just find that balance, okay? Because that could actually end up in some really bad repercussions for some of you guys, okay? If you really lose it, or if your partner really loses it. So balance, 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 Aquas. And you guys can do that. I know you guys can do that. You guys are good at that. Oh my god. Whew. So like a few of you are gonna be so pissed, like almost like I wouldn't be surprised if some of them show up at your door randomly, like unexpected, or show up at your job unexpected, or something of that, like almost ambushing you. And that's what's gonna cause some of you guys to get set off, to get triggered. Like, what the fuck are you doing here? Like that kind of triggered, okay? Oh my goodness. So just dig deep, have your balance. We're going to pull from the Romance Angels deck as I recompose myself, shaking off that energy. Any messages for my Aquas in love, September 24th to the 30th? Any messages for my Aquas in love, September 24th to the 30th? And I know Aquas don't usually get crazy like that. You know what I mean? So whatever it had to be, it had to be bad. And again, all of it could be vice versa. Just, you know your situation. Any messages for my Aquas in love, September 24th to the 30th? Wow. Any messages for my Aquas in love, September 24th to the 30th? Alright. That card makes sense. Aquas in love, September 24th to the 30th. Okay. Okay, Aquas, so like I said, depending on your situation, you could be the one who needs this ego death, who's going to come in into your partner's life abruptly. Or it could be vice versa. Your partner could just ambush you about this when they haven't worked on themselves, but they want to offer you this offer of love, but it's not backed up by anything solid, you know? So first things first. Forgive and learning. Forgive and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. So, there might be a reconciliation for some of you. Again, I don't know your life. You know best if you need to take that offer or not. From the looks of it, most people are probably not going to take this offer. Especially if they're coming to you incorrect and ambushing you. Oh, especially from that anger I was feeling. Oh my goodness. But whatever happened in the past, even if you're reconciling with them or not, or if they're reconciling with you or not, you gotta learn from the past, and you gotta forgive people, and you gotta let things go. When we don't let things go from our past, and we don't learn from our past, and we don't forgive what people have done to us, it gets carried over into the next relationship. We carry that with us, you know, and you don't want to carry that. You don't want to carry whatever that ego-ness was. You don't want to carry that, regardless if you're reconciling or not. Now, that person who needs that ego death, they had a lot of fear, a lot of anxiety, very weak character. And now I understand why. It's safe for you to love. Might have even had a fear of commitment. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. Now, the person who is connecting with the individual requiring the ego death, they don't need this. They know it's safe to love. This is for the person who needs that ego death. This is for the person who is so insecure and so anxiety-ridden and full of fear and so full of ego that, you know, it's like they don't open up. That's not a person who's open to love. That's not a person who's going to give you that love and care and respect, right? So they need to know that it's okay. It's okay to let those guards down. It's okay to let those defenses down. It's okay to let someone in. And once they do, that ego death will happen. It will. That's exactly what ego death is. Ego death. Walls come down. And once they do, again, for those of you who are reconciling, you're going to have new love with that person again. If that ego death takes place, your relationship can be renewed. And there's going to be so much passion there. I'll read the cards to you. I don't know why. I just felt like I sensed someone asking, read him. You know? So for new love, a new person has stirred your romantic feelings. And if they have a major ego death like that, they are a new person. They aren't the same person, right? Passion. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. That's if this ego death takes place. Now, for those of you who are moving on from this crazy scenario, you're going to find new love and passion. It'll happen. Especially when this is the overall energy, is when you manifest your soulmate through prayer, visualization. I think what else is there? Affirmations. Your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. And this also stands true for anyone who is also going to reconcile. You know, it's like if you put that out in the universe, you put that out in the sphere, it'll come back to you. It's about manifestation. We all manifest our lives, even if we realize it or not. So Aquas, that was really intense. Again, I don't know if it's you or your partner. Someone needs to have a major ego death, and if it doesn't happen, I mean, that relationship doesn't seem like there's going to be a coming together if that ego death doesn't take place. For some of you, they're going to come to you without having an ego death, and some of you are going to accept it. I don't recommend doing that. It's just a recommendation. You don't have to take it, because they're not going to change. If their ego is that inflated and they're that weak in character, it's not going to change. If you're with someone who has an addiction and they haven't dealt with those past issues, right? The forgiving and learning, if they haven't dealt with those past issues, their problems with addiction are still going to be there, right? Because addiction's not about the substance. It's about what takes someone to the substance, what draws that person to the substance to the point that they abuse it, right? An addict is, you know, there's always that saying, an addict is always an addict. I don't agree with that, because an addict is an addict because of whatever developmental dysfunctional issues, emotional development issues that they suffer from, and those can always be worked through if you just want it bad enough. So Aquas, I really hope this week is going to be better for you. It seems like you have a very eventful week ahead. So I wish all of you the best of luck and much love in this endeavor. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to comment. See you later, guys. Bye.